Well, that's a great transition because by now we've already gone sightseeing, we've already spent half the day. It's about time for lunch. So let's have some lunch. The foods of Portugal, for one thing, we can start with bifanas, a well-simmered lunchtime kind of snack. Basically our equivalent to a hamburger. Basically, you can get the recipes at portrecipes.com, where the meat is pulled pork, simmered in a white wine, bay leaves, and garlic. And it's done for a couple hours. Now, the bread itself is piña, and the bread is soaked in the juices, and when they serve it to you, so there's really no ketchup or no condiments. Everything is from there. The next thing that we would have is chouriço assado. It's a dried pork sausage flavored with red wine. It's very tangy, it's very spicy, but it will not haunt you. You will not remember it. The one thing about pork assado is that you can eat it as a sandwich, you can make it for spicing its soups, and also you can use it as an appetizer for dinners. Now, when we flambe for dinners, we normally have it before bacalhau. Bacalhau is our main dinner food. It's basically codfish. Now, the way that they do this is they dry salt cure the fish. The reason why, back in the Roman days, we didn't have refrigerators. So when we needed to go out exploring the boats, we needed our food to last for a few months. And this is how we did it. And of course, if you're having dinner, you're going to have dessert. And I forgot to mention, Algarve's Buzz is where you would find information about codfish and the recipes for it. Pastéis de nata. Basically, it's a Portuguese dessert, where it's a crusty, flaky outside cup filled with a custard cream. It's normally burnt so that the sugar on top of the custard caramelizes. It's pretty good, pretty fattening. It's not part of Atkins. Whoop, it's me again.
Hey, bacalhau would be great to eat. I don't like eating alone, so who can we eat with?
Well, that's a great thing. Let me give you an idea about the people of Portugal. The people of Portugal you have are basically warm, wonderful people. A lot of the older folks will be telling stories to the younger kids about our great achievements, our great historical people, like Vasco da Gama. He basically traveled and navigated a lot of the known and unknown worlds at the time. One great thing about him is that he helped open up trade routes to India from Europe, which is unheard of at the time. Now, discovering unknown lands didn't only remain something that we did with land. It also involved something to do with Luis Camões. Luis Camões basically was a literary writer. He made tons of poems. I found information on him on the Institute de Camões. Basically, his biggest contribution was the Lusíadas, which is basically the Portuguese version of the Homer or the Odyssey. But it involved the great Portuguese explorers of the time, such as Carlos and Henry VIII, which I kind of forget. Now, this is what the old people are telling the kids to bring us out into history. But we do have the older and the more mature people. And what they're doing, they're not playing PowerPoint, that's for sure.
Take a breath and use the mouse.
Yeah. Okay.
Oh.
We have the sports center of Lisbon, which basically involves the great three sports teams that Portugal has. Benfica is one of our national teams. Members of these teams in 2006 actually got to 4th place in the world competition of soccer. Germany beat us out, France beat us out, America beat us out. But hey, we were there out of 127 people. We got 4th. Another thing that we do, we have bullfighting. It's an old tradition that's still kept in modern times. The only thing that we do that is not common with a lot of other societies that have bullfighting, we do not kill the bull. We actually keep them around until they're old. We don't have, well, we never did. We never killed the bull. It's something that our philosophy and our kind of culture never allowed us to kill an animal just for the heck of it. Everything has to be for food, or it has to be left alone.
Less than a minute.
Just a minute, not a problem. The last thing we have are fados, which is basically the Portuguese blues. World Music Center gave me the information about the way that it's a great songs about loneliness and longingness, where you basically want to hear something to get you away from your problems of the day. Now, as we come to the end of our day, we have the cool breeze of the Mediterranean cooling us off, and we have the mist of the Atlantic Ocean coming towards us. Why would Portugal be a great place to visit? Why would it be a great place to see, a place to go and eat, a place to spend time with people? It's a place of beauty. It's a place that I know of. It's a place that is worth going to. And I made a mess up here.
You were great.
And just a quick disclaimer, the ocean is not green. It's actually the Portuguese flag, red, gold center, green, and I tried to do that, but everyone always asked me why I was doing that, because that's our flag. That was just a quick disclaimer.
Lovely.